Hey hosers, May Griffin here, and we are playing a World Warships game for the first time. Well, not for the first time in a while, but I'm doing a video for the first time in a while. And, yeah. So I'm in the Colonna, which is a Italian secondary battleship. That is actually pretty good. She is a basically an upgrade of the Francisco Caracciolo, and the same thing almost, but a tier higher with better armor and high explosive, which I don't think I use at all in this battle. In the mains and the secondaries are really good actually, especially for tier 8. So we're going to see that. And, well, this is a wild one, because I am going to get dogged by aircraft, by this one aircraft carrier, the entire match.
Forze nemiche all'orizzonte.
So, what I want to do is what I really want to do, I want to get set up where I can just fire my secondaries over the island and further dealt with. And then I realize that I'll eventually realize the destroyer is somewhere on the side. It doesn't take long for our carrier to. I'm just going to do my normal battleship thing. This is a fun ship to play. And here comes the first wave of aircraft, this implacable. And I'm gonna give this guy an E for effort. Persistence, I guess, is a thing, but yeah, I hit the torpedo there before the thing arms, and I knew it was going up to drop behind. So, oh, and there is one of our carriers having their patrol fighters help me out. And they're British it's a British aircraft carrier, so their aircraft are really tanky. They're kind of hard to shoot down. Probably from maybe from the German thing. I can't which ship it is right now. And there goes our stop, which is annoying. But at this point, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, there's no destroyers. And, you know, I'm a Japanese cruiser main, so I'm pretty good in those, but, you know, I, see that there's no destroyers, one sub, and I can kind of deal with subs, and, yeah, I'm going to, decide that I am going to, go in full bore, reduce as much damage as I can. My first thought is to go between those islands, but the implacable won't really be able to drop on me, but then I realize it's gonna work. The shots at the Opito. Or, I don't know, I think I thought that the carrier was going to go after someone else. The Twin or something. And then I guess they decided to come after me, or they were always going to come after me. I don't think this guy dropped on almost anyone else the entire game. So, at this point, yeah, I'm, there's another one into the, there's another torpedo that didn't do any damage. It was too close to it. So I am just going to pop my smoke. Actually, wait. Or this is that. Oh, sorry. Here, what I have my secondary smoke. Eventually gonna do this.
Abbiamo avvistato un sommergibile nemico. Allarme
Or is it
incendio.
just not showing that? And one more solo. Still trying to get him with the carrier because and my secondary's got him before I did.
cortina fumogena.
Not that I would have really been able to fire at anything anytime soon. So it'll take me a minute to realize I'm actually have two fires burning. And then I put them in a little early. I think. Or did I put these not at all? Oh, I guess oh, there. I was like, oh, I'm burning. Oh, that makes a difference. I don't think I can put on fire for a while. Here comes more bombers.
Problema risolto, signore.
These are actually good. So I'm going to kind of bully this poor Roma. Another Italian one. And just look at the normally 90mm secondaries are not great, but they can actually penetrate a decent amount of armor. Yeah.
In attesa di istruzioni.
Now, like most Italian ships, the guns on this are not terribly great. They're not terribly great at all. Their accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. Well, I think I did get tanked there by the submarine.
In attesa di istruzioni.
Oh, I got pinned there by the sub. So I dropped a couple of airstrikes on the sub, and my first one gets them. And I am expecting those.
Siluria a bordo.
I have the torpedo spotting still in my capital.
Problema risolto,
And
signore.
this ship has, I have like a 49% torpedo damage rate. So, the torpedoes are not, a couple of torpedoes here and there are not actually serious amount of damage. And I love the, I'm kind of amused at the chat in this, because there's someone going on about it. Carriers are busted. They've gotten a little bit better. Now that they replaced the heel on carriers with an evasive maneuvers, or they replaced the consumable that heals your aircraft in flight, they got rid of that and replaced it with maneuvers thing that just gives them damage reduction, which is fine. It apparently hasn't really changed the survivability of the aircraft. It just released. Here's another implacable, but it owns nothing. I tried to sidestep on it, and then I shot, and fortunately I was able to shoot down the bomber on the side. That one was a little worse, but it's all good at this point. I have 2 heals and 24,000 hit points. So it's at this point where I'm also thinking, yeah, it doesn't show me hitting the secondary or like using the mid increase. So yeah, here I see the sub, and I'm like, oh, there's the sub. Oh, it's 30 kilometers away. So here comes more torpedo bombers. And I've been turning into them a lot, but this time I'm going to turn out. Oh, he probably was going to drop a little bit farther away, so that he didn't bonk them on my hull without doing damage, and well, that didn't work out too well for him. I went the other way. Never do the same thing twice. Unless you absolutely have to, but don't do it a third time. I'm going to try to bonk this one, but I can't. Not that it's going to do me a lot of damage. So now that I have the cap, I don't have anything. I'm starting to get a little annoyed at this chair here. So this is the point where I'm like, okay, we're going to put an end to this. More bombs. Another few thousand damage. Just turn that up. I can press those 2 buttons, and then Player 2 is a new challenger is about.
Problema risolto, signore.
But player 3 has
Generatore di fumo avviato.
But I will pop my smoke screen here, and now the I don't know if it's the Kaga or the Leonhard that with those fighters there, but the Kaga is also having a really good game. Like the Kaga loves them. And here is this poor Implacable. So I focus my secondaries on them, and look at those go. And look at the damage they're doing. It's actually a decent amount. So I haven't fired my main battery yet. It tries to drop on me, but it's way too far back, and I just absolutely paddled. So now I just will let the secondaries finish Implacable, and I'm going to give the cruiser behind me, which I then decide I'm actually not going to, because he's shooting AP at. I was thinking about just not shooting.
Abbiamo distrutto un incrociatore nemico.
Really tank that cruiser, or that, not the cruiser. I would have went for the carrier. But either way, at this point I've shot down 28 aircraft, 30 aircraft. But I was just getting shots on the. I'm in pretty rough shape here. Zerov is going to drop on me. Hit. My armor belt, they cannot do any damage there. They barely even scratched it. and my damage control was still going, so I didn't get set on fire. Of course, Zerov is going to everything it has on me. This is not want to suffer the fate of the poor,
La battaglia terminerà tra 5 minuti.
and I have now shot down other aircraft, more aircraft. And Zerov is going to try to torpedo. Which, you know, that was going so well for the Implacable, wasn't it? So I'm going to try to turn in. I could have just rammed the torpedo, but I didn't. I don't know what their arming radius looks like. And yeah, so now I'm at 41 aircraft shot down. And here
Abbiamo
comes
avvistato un sommergibile nemico.
more aircraft. And
Allarme incendio.
that one hurt, so I get set on fire, I immediately put that out, and I'm not letting that burn.
Problema risolto, signore. Generatore di fumo avviato.
I don't know if that hit and like just didn't penetrate, or if that bomb missed entirely. I think it's entirely. Also, the Zerov is going to try another desperate torpedo attack, but they're not even. Oh, can't see, but I can't see it.
Attendo ordini. Chiudo.
That's fine. Focus my secondaries on the Atlanta. Now, this is where I kind of messed up. As it did not tell me that I was going to hurt the shots in. Another couple of shots, they overpan. The Atlanta's gonna get me. I get one last depth first. Right after the Atlanta gets me, the Leeuwenhoek I gets the Atlanta, because AP rockets are just like death to an Atlanta. And you know, the Dreamstep in the Kaga messaged me after, and it's like, thank you for the carry. You know, I did a lot, but the two carriers, they you know, they came through for us in the end as well. I could not disengage because how do you run from a carrier? But the Kaga and the Leeuwenhoek did do a good job at finishing the game for us here. And there's not much left to watch, except for this poor submarine just trying to survive, I guess. It's not gonna cap under these circumstances. This is why I couldn't run the battleship, so I tried to do as much damage as I possibly could. I wanted the Kraken as well, but I did get 135,000 damage dealt, which is about 1.8 million damage. Potential damage. So, sometimes your damage numbers aren't the only things to see. There goes the sub. That's a victory. And then, I didn't know it did this. it used to not show this. So yeah, I got a so I got an expert mastery, so that's in the top 1% of players who've played the ship. 13,500 free XP. I've played this ship a lot in operations. This is only my 4th game. Air defense, so at least 35 aircraft. Okay. Well, I shot down, what, 49? Confederate, high caliber. 3 of my kills were with the secondaries. One of my kills was with depth charges. And 9 defenders. That's good. Two more assists. I haven't actually read what there. Oh, cool. Okay, so you do actually get some recognition. You know, if you are playing a Japanese cruiser and you set something on fire and that puts it out and someone else gets a bunch of fires on it, you get an assist for that. Cool. So yeah, I was at the top of my team. The Kaga did not do too bad either. Well, I'm surprised that the Implacable has a... I'm actually surprised that the Implacable is so high on the score sheet, because I don't really see it. All it did was try to drop them, and mostly fail. and a couple of other people too, but mostly me. Was it the Cachalot who? Yeah, the Cachalot was the one. That's how you heard it. Okay, so yeah, I did most of my damage to Implacable. I got the Titan. Nobody else was around attacking the Cachalot. That was a kill of necessity. Chunk to the Roma. A lot of it's just little bits of chunk damage, but well, 21 of the Serov's aircraft. 28 from the Implacable. I wish it would. Well, here we go. So the Implacable hit me with 6 torpedoes and did a total of 16. So not a lot. The Serov hit me with 1, which did only 2,000 damage. 16 bomb hits for about the same amount of damage as the torpedoes actually from the Implacable. The rockets did barely anything. 5,000 from Serov, 3,000 from the Implacable. 3 skip bombs hit me but did no damage. I took a bunch of damage from there. No floods. And of course, yeah, I did about the same amount of main battery damage as I did with my secondary battery. Slightly less. Slightly less. I got 231 hits with that. Does it? Which, but that won't let me. Yeah, so I have a bunch of 90 mils and a bunch of 4 or 6. Not sure. But yeah, that is that was a really exciting game, and I'm happy I played it. That's it for this one, and have a good one, eh?